You know what I mean?
$100,000 for the cheapest ring on the finger, little. I done put one out to Spain to be in my domain automotive. Drop $3 on the ring, cause it's been a truck.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome inside the broadcast booth here at the White Township Athletic and Recreation Complex. A beautiful day for Indiana baseball as your 10-1 Indiana Indians look to take on the Knoch Knights. Knoch comes in with a record of 12-6. They are 4-3 in the section. Indiana is 7-0 in the section and currently sits atop the section by one game over Valley. Indiana was able to get a 2-1 win against Knoch at Knoch yesterday. Brady Oakes threw a complete game two-hitter and only allowed one run. And Indiana was able to manufacture 2 runs in the first, and that's all they needed against the 7-foot pitcher for Knoch, Zane Pasek. We should have a dandy of a game here today at White Township. Field looks like it's in great shape after the rain last night. And we will have some stats and our starting lineups presented by Indiana County Technology Center coming up after this break. You're watching Indiana Baseball, as always, presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate, it's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at SobekFitness.com.
If you're looking for a most delightful eating experience that's both healthy and enjoyable, then come to Fresh Blends Cafe. Fresh Blends Cafe uses fresh ingredients, ensuring their dishes are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and natural goodness that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and no added sugar options. Menu includes acai bowls and smoothies in a variety of flavors. Embrace the Live Fresh taste and come to Fresh Blends Cafe, 25 North 8th Street, Indiana.
High school athletics are special, and it's where communities come together. At Marion Center Bank, they're proud to cheer alongside our schools.
In this area to come in here, I mean, it's a great local bank.
100%, I'd recommend Marion Center Bank. What they do for customer service-wise, anything we need, they reach out to us.
This season, we're with you. The students, the teachers, the families, and the teams who inspire us all. Marion Center Bank.
Banking centered on you.
Banking centered on you.
Banking centered on you. Banking centered on you.
Banking centered on you.
And welcome back to the White Township Recreation Complex for today's WPIAL baseball matchup between Indiana Indians and the Knoch Knights. Let's take a look at these two teams. First for Indiana. As we said, they come in 10-1. 7-0 in their section. Their only loss was back on April 10th. They lost an 8-3 non-conference game to Du Bois. Indiana has already qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. They are the number 1 seed so far in their section. This is the 6th consecutive year that Indiana has qualified for the playoffs. For Indiana, they come in pretty balanced, both on offense and defense. Offensively, they've scored 97 runs, but only allowed 29 runs, so they are 68 run plus 68 in the run differential. They've had 87 hits, 43 hits allowed, so they're plus 44 in the hit category and hit differential. For Knoch has scored 64 runs and given up 42 runs, so they come in at a plus 22. They've collected 81 hits and allowed 65 hits. So it should be a good matchup. As we said yesterday, it was a 2-1 decision down at no off-season complex, Knox home field. But Indiana was able to score those 2 runs in the first, gave up 1 in the fourth, but Brady Oaks, as we said, pitched a complete game 2-hitter. Today for the Indians, let's see, Sully Van Hoos will be on the mound for the Indians. He's thrown 15 in the third innings. He's got a record of 3-0. He's allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 24 strikeouts, 13 walks, and his ERA is 1.37. For the Knoch Knights, they are throwing Hunter Lang. Hunter Lang comes in today. He's thrown 16 innings, 24 strikeouts, 6 walks, allowed 9 hits, only 4 runs. Batting average against is 1.61. So Lang will pose a solid test here today for the Indians. Offensively, the Indians are led by Ethan Shank. Shank is a senior catcher committed to go to IUP next year. He comes in today batting .517 on the season. His on-base percentage is .643. He's 15 of 29 at the plate, 9 singles, 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run, and driven in 18. Sully Van Hoos leads the team in hits. He's batting .487 with an on-base percentage of .488. He's 19 of 39 on the season. He has 12 singles and 2 doubles, driven in 14. Charlie Manzi, he comes in batting .323, an on-base percentage of .463. He is 10 hits and 31 at-bats and 20 RBI, 4 home runs. So that's how we're going to line up here today. We'll be back with the first pitch and the starting lineups after this. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Forest Turf Solutions.
Spring has arrived, and now is the time. Now is the time to talk to Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. The team at Anderson's can show you the many different options you have to air condition your home, from attic units to mini split systems to retrofitting your existing furnace. Great brands such as Mainline and Train available, and free estimates. Don't wait. Get your home fitted with the best in heating and AC from the team at Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-465-8923. PA license 677. Penn Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians!
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Penn Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians! Spring has arrived, and now is the time. Now is the time to talk to Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. The team at Anderson's can show you the many different options you have to air condition your home, from attic units to mini-split systems to retrofitting your existing furnace. Great brands such as Mainline and Train available, and free estimates. Don't wait. Get your home fitted with the best in heating and AC from the team at Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-465-8923. PA license 677.
And our national anthem as we get ready for first pitch here today at the White Township Complex as Indiana takes on Knoch. Let's look at our starting lineups as always presented by Indiana County Technology Center. And Indiana County Technology Center, providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit their website at ictc.edu. First, for the Knoch Knights, they line up this way. Cooper Allison is leading off and playing shortstop. Batting second and playing third base will be Mason Heller. Batting third and catching will be Dylan Roth. Batting fourth and playing first base, Dante Poloni. Batting fifth and playing center will be Caden Dreyer. Batting sixth and playing right field will be Carter Barris. Batting seventh and playing left field will be John Slusser. Batting eighth and playing second base will be Brady Linneman. And the designated hitter will be Noah Harrison. Pitching for Knoch will be number 20, Hunter Lang. Defensively for your Indians, outfield left to right, Mike Zimmerman is in left. Brady Oakes is in center. Jace Brocious will be in right. On your infield, Charlie Manzi will be at third. Chase Force will be at short. Dylan Shank will be at second. Shane McHugh is at first. Ethan Shank is behind the plate, and on the mound is Sully Van Hoos. As we mentioned, Van Hoos comes in. Very impressive numbers. 15 in the third innings. He's 3-0. He's allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 24 strikeouts, 13 walks, and an ERA of 1.37. This is a big section game for Indiana, as a win here will then set up a matchup with Valley next week to clinch the section. Valley trails Indiana by 1 game in the loss column. And here we go. We are set to go. Indiana's in their all blacks trimmed in red. Knoch is in their blue tops with their white pants. And the first pitch. It's in for a strike. First pitch is at 3:57 here at the White Township Complex. Cooper Allison, the shortstop, steps in. There's a chopper to the shortstop. Force up with it. Across the diamond. And he's safe. Beat it out. Good hustle by Allison. He got down the line quick. Chase had to play it on his backhand, and it wasn't super hard hit. Mason Heller steps in for the Knights. And I hate to use these stats because they clearly are not accurate, but they have him batting .333. Their games don't match up the number that they have in their records. So, and a throw over to first. Van Hoos from the stretch. Van Hoos is committed to go play at Westchester next year. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runners going. Ball's in the dirt. And that'll be a pass ball. Allison advances to second. Man on second now. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Nobody out. We just underway here at the White Township Recreation Complex. Van Hoos from the stretch. And the pitch. Down and low. Ball 1. On third baseman, Mason Heller. Van Hoos from the stretch. Fouled out of play over near the on-deck circle for strike 2. He's ahead 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind is blowing in today here at White Township, and as you know, this is a 400-foot outfield to center, 340 down the lines. Van Hoos with the 1-2. Down blocked by Shank, nothing doing. That'll even the count at 2-2. He went breaking ball. Shank did a good job of smothering that, knocking it right in front of him. Allison at second was not able to advance. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Shank. And he's going to be safe, and we're going to have runners at the corners. Tough luck there. You get the strikeout, but on the wild pitch. So now they have runners at the corners.
Now batting the catcher, Dylan Roth.
Brings up Dylan Roth. Roth steps in. He's the catcher today. He's also batting .333. Has 11 hits and 33 at bats, according to the Max Prep stats. But we'll take those with a grain of salt. So Van Hoos is in a little bit of a pickle here early. And they squares for a bunt. Ball, nothing doing. Heller advances to second. The Knights have runners on second and third. That was ball 1. Both of these teams have clinched berths into the WPIAL playoffs, but now they're playing for seeding, and Indiana sure would like to win their section for a second straight year. Here's the 1-0. Right back up the middle, played by Dylan Shank, over to first base, Shane McHugh. The run scores. Knoch takes an early 1-0 lead. But they do record the out on the put out 4-3, and it is an RBI. Dante Poloni steps in. The runner, Heller, did not advance to third. He stayed at second. Now Poloni steps in with 1 out, 1 run in. Ball downstairs on the breaking ball. That ball's popped up. Shank stumbled, but Brady Oakes is there. No advancement. So that'll go down as an F8 for the second out of the inning. Caden Dreher now steps in. Dreher's playing center field today. Let's see. He bats from the left side. Van Hoos from the stretch. Ball 1. Sully's not super sharp early here. Runner at second is Mason Heller. And the pitch. Fouled out of play and dies right before the fence for strike 1. 1-1 now on Caden Dreher. Dreher comes in with an average of .310, 9 hits and 29 at bats. He has 38 plate appearances. Van Hoos with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Van Hoos is ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes on the number 5 man in the order, Caden Dreher. And the 1-2. Fouled back and out of play, off the net. Count remains 1-2. We have 2 outs. Runner on second is Mason Heller. 1 run in. Cooper Allison scored for the Knights. They lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. Van Hoos from the stretch. The 1-2 is on the way. In the dirt, runner goes, no throw. Heller is at third. Counts even now at 2-2. And here's the 2-2 to Dreher. Ball down low, we'll go full. 2 outs, runner on third is Heller. Left-handed Dreher at the plate for the payoff pitch. Strike 3, swinging. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the first. Your Indians trail Knoch 1-0. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
All right, welcome back to the White Township Athletic and Recreation Complex as Indiana trails going into the bottom of the first. 1-0. Indiana leads off like this. Brady Oakes, he's playing center. Batting second will be Chase Force. He's at short. Ethan Shank will bat third and catch. Batting fourth will be Sully Van Hoos. He's pitching. Batting fifth will be Charlie Manzi. Batting sixth will be Jace Brocious. Batting seventh will be Dylan Shank. Batting eighth will be Michael Zimmerman. And batting ninth will be Shane McHugh. We'll give you Knox defense here in a second as Oak steps in. All right, pull the music. Sorry about that. The PA music was still blowing as the pitcher was on the rubber. And here we go. All right. From left to right, you have John Slusser in left, Caden Dreher in center, Carter Barris in right. Hunter Lang is on the mound, and Dylan Roth is behind the plate. I'll give you the infield after this pitch. Brady Oakes fouls it down the third base line into foul territory. Mason Heller will be at third. Cooper Allison is at short. Brady Lindeman is at second. Dante Poloni is at first base. As we said, Lang comes in. 16 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, 6 walks. There's a swing and a miss. Quickly ahead 0-2 on Brady Oakes. Oakes comes in. Oakes is batting .321 and on-base percentage of .535 on the season. There's a ball lifted and caught by the shortstop. Nice play there by Cooper Allison. That ball just hung and hung and hung.
Now batting the shortstop, Chase Force.
Chase Force steps in for the Indians now. Chase is in. He's batting .313 with an on-base percentage of .488. He has 10 hits on the season, and he has driven in 5. Ball 1 on the outside. Lang with the 1-0. There's a strike called to even the count at 1-1. Lang. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Lang's a lefty. 1 ball, 2 strikes on shortstop Chase Force. And the pitch. Down low and blocked by Roth. 2-2 now on Force. 1 out. Knoch leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. That ball's into the gap. Allison comes up with the throw, not going to be there. Chase Force is on with an infield hit. That brings up Ethan Shank. Ethan Shank's batting .517 on the season. He's 15 of 29. On base percentage of .643. So almost 64% of the time Ethan's on base. He has 9 singles, 4 doubles, a triple, home run, and has driven in 18. The lefty goes from the stretch. Ball down in the dirt. Force is going to take off, and he's going to be safe at second. Good read by Chase Force to see that ball down in the dirt. So now there's a runner in scoring position for Ethan Shank. Indiana's looking to tie this game up here in the bottom of the first. Lang from the stretch. Ball down low. 2 balls, no strikes on Ethan Shank. Indiana's catcher, an Iron Man. Here's Lang with the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 here on Ethan Shank. I imagine he's got the take sign. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And there's a strike called. I'd love to see a percentage on how many 3-0 balls are called strikes regardless of where they are. It always feels like that 3-0 counts as strike unless it's bounced. There's strike 2. So Lang has worked back from a 3-0. Now the count is full. Runner on second is Chase Force. And here comes the payoff pitch. Time is called as Shank gets settled in. And here comes the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And they threw it down to third. And now they got Chase Force into a rundown. Big mistake by Indiana. Big mistake by Indiana. Running there, and that was silly. There was no need. Once Chase stopped, he needed to just get back to the bag. I don't understand. But that's going to be an out. Shank walks.
Now batting the designated hitter, Sully Van Hoos.
And we're going to have a pinch runner. And I believe
courtesy running for the catcher at first base is number 15,
Hunter Kunkel. Kunkel will run for Shank now with 2 outs. Two outs here in the bottom of the first. Indiana just got caught in a rundown, and Sully Van Hoos steps in. Van Hoos is batting .487 on the season, 19 of 39. He has 12 singles, 2 doubles. He's driven in 14. Hunter Lang looks to get out of this inning. There's a strike on Van Hoos. Indiana trails 1-0, bottom of the first, 2 outs. Runner on first is Kunkel running for Shank. Strike 2. Van Hoos is behind 0-2 now. He's got to try to battle back. Ball upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sully Van Hoos. Fouled back to the screen, will remain at 1-2. Van Hoos steps in. Kunkel on first. The lefty takes a look. And the pitch. Kunkel steals to second, and he's out. Roth guns out Kunkel for the final out of the inning. So Indiana started out hot and cooled off on the base paths. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate. It's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at SobekFitness.com.
And we're back at the White Township Athletic and Recreation Complex as Indiana is taking on Knoch. They trail as we enter the top of the second. Indiana trails Knoch 1-0. Indiana looked like they were going to have something going there in the bottom of the first, but got the bases cleaned off with a caught stealing by Chase Force and then a caught stealing of Hunter Kunkel. Each team has 1 hit so far in this ballgame, but Knoch has the only run. It's going to bring to the plate Carter Barris, the right fielder. Barris comes in on the season. He's batting .350. He's got 7 hits in 20 at-bats. As he faces Van Hoos, who's on for his second inning of work. Grounded to the shortstop. Chase Force eats it up. Throws across the diamond to Shane McHugh. 1 pitch, 1 out. John Slusser is going to step in. Slusser's in left field today.
John Slusser.
According to the stats we have on Max Prep, he's batting .400. However, it's a small sample size. It only has him with 5 at-bats, 2 hits. So, like I said, take those stats with a grain of salt. And there's a strike on a breaking ball. Van Hoos working quickly today. Breaking ball just missed. 1-1 on left fielder John Slusser. Here's the pitch. That's up. Fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike on John Slusser. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Evens the count. 2-2 now on Slusser. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Indiana trails 1-0. Fouled back. Out of play. We'll do it again. Van Hoos with the 2-2. Ball up. We're going to go full. So far, the Knoch dugout has a lot of energy and a lot of noise coming out of it. They lead 1-0 here, top of the second. And the pitch. Swing. And he went. Strike 3 call. There's 2 outs. It was a check swing, but the first base umpire rang him up. Brady Linneman steps in. Brady's playing second base today. He's batting .241 on the season. And the home plate umpire, Brian Burns, cleans off the plate. And we're set for action. Two outs now here in the top of the second. Van Hoos. Breaking ball outside. Ball 1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Evens the count 1-1. On second baseman Brady Linneman. As we said, yesterday's game between these two teams was a 2-1 Indiana victory. There's a strike. Van Hoos now ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brady Linneman. Linneman's in the 8 hole today. And the pitch. Chopped foul past the third base coach and down the line. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Linneman. And the pitch. Fouled, breaking ball, and Linneman just got a piece. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brady Linneman. And the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Knoch goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the second. Our scorer, Knoch, leads after 1.5, 1-0 over Indiana. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
IRMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
And welcome back to the White Township Recreation Complex as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Indiana trails Knoch 1-0. Sully Van Hoos will lead it off. He was in the batter's box when Hunter Kunkel got caught stealing to end the first. So Van Hoos will step back in, and he'll face Hunter Lang. Van Hoos fouls it out of play. As he sees his mound opponent, Lang. As we said, Van Hoos comes in. He's batting .487. And there's the swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for strike 2. So he falls behind 0-2 yet again. His 19 hits and 39 at bats. And the 0-2. Ball's upstairs high. One ball, 2 strikes on Sully Van Hoos. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Van Hoos goes down, brings to the plate Charlie Manzi. Manzi steps in. He's batting .323. On base percentage of .463. He's 10 of 31 on the season. He has 4 home runs and 20 RBI. Manzi's at third base, batting 5th today. And the pitch from Lang. Inside, ball 1. Fastball on the inside part of the plate. The 1-0 to Manzi. Ball on the outside corner. 2-0 now. They're trying to nibble on the corners, inside then outside. Time called. As Manzi tries to get his foot set in the batter's box. And the 2-0. Ball's upstairs, 3-0 now on Charlie Manzi. 1-0 Knoch leads here in the bottom of the second. We have 1 out. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Charlie Manzi. That's ball 4. Manzi will go down to first with a walk. That'll bring to the plate Jace Brocious. Brocious is playing right field today. Jace has played in 10 games. He has 8 at-bats. He has 4 hits. He's batting .500 on the season. All 4 are singles. Manzi's a runner at first. And there's a ball inside to Jace Brocious. We saw Jason is electrifying running in the football field during football season. He had a couple home runs, my goodness. A couple kick returns for touchdowns for the Little Indians football team. That ball's popped up, and it's going to get into the seats here at White Township to even the count at 1-1. Coach Petroff has been rotating several guys in that right field slot, trying to get one of them to grab onto it and take ownership. And they bunt, and it's fouled back off the screen for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Jace Brocious. Trying to get somebody to take control of that right field position. We've seen Ben Coburn out there. We've seen Jace. We've seen Hunter Kunkel. You know, they're just trying to find that right mix out there. And here comes the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brocious goes down swinging for out number 2. That'll bring up Dylan Shank, the second baseman.
Now batting
Shank bats 7th. Dylan comes in. He's played in 11 games. He's got 21 at-bats. He's got 3 hits. He's batting .143. He does have 1 home run and 3 RBI. And Lang from the stretch. Ball on the outside. Charlie Manzi's the runner at first with 2 outs. He had walked. And the pitch. That strike drops in there on a breaking ball to even the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Lang. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Dylan Shank, Indiana's second baseman. It's a beautiful day here at White Township. Picture perfect, the big puffy clouds, sun shining, about 72 degrees. Boy, I'll tell you, couldn't ask for much. Come on out and see these boys play. Fouled into the mitt of Roth for strike 2. Count is even, 2-2 now. Great place to watch a game. Good seats. And good product on the field. Strike 3 called. Indiana goes down. They have 1 base runner on, but nothing to show for it. Indiana trails after 2 complete, 1-0 to Knoch. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
And we're back here at the White Township Recreation Complex. Indiana trails as we begin the 3rd inning. 1-0 against the Knoch Knights. Leading off will be Noah Harrison, the designated hitter for the Knights. Sully Van Hoos will be in his 3rd inning of work.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 35.
So far, Van Hoos has 3 strikeouts on the afternoon through 2 innings. Noah Harrison steps in. There's strike 1 called. 9-1-2 for the Knights. Strike 2. Van Hoos quickly ahead 0-2. Ball just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's Van Hoos's 4th strikeout of the day. Brings the top of the order, Cooper Allison. Allison reached in the 1st on a infield single, then came all the way around and scored Knoch's run. And the pitch. Breaking ball is in for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, you can't give this White Township Recreation crew enough credit. This field looks beautiful today with the rain we had late last night and early this morning. Bang up job. Pop up into the infield. Chase Force calls it. And in his glove for out number 2.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Mason Heller.
Mason Heller steps in now. Heller struck out in the 1st but reached on a error. The ball got away from the catcher on the swing, and Heller was able to get to 1st and all the way down to 3rd before he was stranded at 3rd. Strike 1. Van Hoos is working very efficiently so far here in this 3rd inning. Balls, that looked like it went behind the batter for ball 1, all the way to the backstop. Nothing hurt. 1-1 now on Mason Heller. Heller's the 3rd baseman today for the Knights. And the 1-1. Ball upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball inside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Mason Heller. Want to thank our producer, Alex Donaldson, and our cameraman, Nate. Why am I drawing a blank? Is it Miller? It's Miller. I should never forget that. Sorry, Nate. Nate Miller, our cameraman today. And the full count. Ball down low. Heller walks. That's going to bring to the plate Dylan Roth. Roth grounded out to the second baseman, but he did drive in Allison. He does have an RBI on the day. Let's see if Van Hoos can keep an eye on Heller at first. There's 2 outs. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Start him off with a fastball. One strike on Dylan Roth. Strike 2, almost same spot. Outside corner, fastball. And the 0-2 pitch. Ball just up. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Dylan Roth. Van Hoos with the 1-2. Throws over to first. Just want to keep an eye on Mason Heller. Make sure he's not going anywhere. You don't want to get a runner in scoring position. One ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. Popped out of play. Runner was going, but he'll have to go back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on catcher Dylan Roth. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Shank, no advancement. Count goes to 2-2 now. Deuces are wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On catcher Dylan Roth. Runner goes. Ball is popped up. Shane McHugh calls it at first and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. Our score remains Knoch 1, Indiana 0. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate. It's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
IRMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
All right, we're back as we begin the bottom of the 3rd inning. Indiana trails Knoch 1-0. Indiana's going to have Mikey Zimmerman, Shane McHugh, and Brady Oakes come to the plate. Trailing 1-0. Lang has done a good job. He has 3 strikeouts. He's only allowed 1 hit. That was Chase Force. They've been blessed with a couple base running situations where they were able to get 2 outs in the first, 2 caught stealings. Mike Zimmerman steps in. Zimmerman has 7 at-bats. He's batting .143, 1 hit on the season. He takes strike 1. He's played a good bit in left field for the Indians. And the pitch. And there's a ball down low. Ball count 1-1 now on Mike Zimmerman. Lang with the pitch. Zimmerman popped it up. Second baseman. That's Brady Linneman. He makes the play for out number 1. Now batting Shane McHugh. McHugh, the first baseman. He's got 3 hits and 25 at-bats. He's batting 120. He has 4 RBI. He bats from the left side. And there's a strike that bends in. Breaking ball. The 0-1 gets to the backstop. Evens the count 1-1. One and one on Shane McHugh. And that ball's hitting the left field and gets down. McHugh is on with a single, his second hit of the year. It's going to bring the top of the order. Brady Oaks. Oaks lined out to the shortstop last time up in the first. Indiana's second hit on the day by McHugh. So Oaks steps in with 1 out, man on first. Oaks also bats from the left side. There's a ball. Hunter Lang has been fairly efficient today. There's a ball downstairs for ball 2. So Brady Oaks is ahead in the count. Runner on first is Shane McHugh. No offense to Shane, but he's not going to light the base paths up running. But there's ball 3. Brady Oaks is ahead in the count 3-0. Indiana's looking to get another runner on as they get into the meat of their order. There's ball 4. Brady's on. On the season, that is Brady's. That's his 13th walk. Chase Force steps in. Force singled in the first and then got caught stealing after advancing to second. McHugh's at second. Oaks is at first. 1 out in the bottom of the third. There's strike 1 called on the outside corner. And the 0-1. Ball up. Evens the count at 1-1 on shortstop Chase Force. As we said earlier, Force comes in. He's having a very good season. He's batting .313. 10 hits. 11 hits now with his hit in the first. That ball's down low. No. And we're going to get another guy thrown out at third base. Shane McHugh hesitated. And that's going to be out number 2. Roth throws out another guy. That's one of those things you have to read that. And if it's not clear. And then the unfortunate thing was Brady Oaks didn't get to second. So he's at first with 1 out. And that was a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike on Chase Force. Another base running error by the Indians. That ball's outside, and we go 3 balls, 1 strike. Chase Force. What? 2 outs now. Indiana trails 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Ball gets to the screen. Ball 4. Oaks will go to second. Force will go to first. Brings to the plate Ethan Shank. Shank walked his first time up, and we're going to get a mound visit. So let's take a quick break. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate. It's time to change the game. From first pitch to...
Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians!
We get set here. We have 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Indiana has runners on first and second. And Ethan Shank steps in. Shank walked his first time up. He is the team leader in batting average at .517. On-base percentage of .643. And we have time called. As Knoch's coach went out to have a conversation with his pitcher, Hunter Lang. And the pitch. Strike on the outside corner for strike 1. And like Ethan Shank to be able to come up big here in this situation, even this score for sure. And Lang. Strike 2. So whatever Knoch's coach had to say made an impact on Mr. Lang. 0-2 pitch coming to Ethan Shank. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ethan Shank. Indiana trails 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. And it hit him. Ethan Shank gets hit a ton.
Now batting the designated hitter, Sully Van Hoos.
So Van Hoos comes to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Van Hoos struck out in the 2nd. Bases loaded now, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Indiana trails Knoch 1-0. Sully Van Hoos steps in. Ball upstairs.
Running at first base for Indiana is number 15, Hunter Kunkel.
Hunter Kunkel checks in as the courtesy runner for Ethan Shank, the catcher. You can courtesy run for the pitcher or the catcher in high school baseball. Van Hoos fouls it back off the screen, evens the count at 1-1. Big spot here for Sully Van Hoos, trying to help his own cause. Sully is the pitcher of record for the Indians, trailing 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Throw down to 3rd, nothing doing, everybody's safe. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Sully Van Hoos. And the 1-2 on the way. Ball upstairs, even now at 2-2. Lang with the 2-2. Called on the inside corner, strike 3. Van Hoos goes down looking. Indiana leaves 3. Our score remains after 3 complete. Knoch 1, Indiana 0.
Looking for a most delightful eating experience that's both healthy and enjoyable? Then come to Fresh Blends Cafe. Fresh Blends Cafe uses fresh ingredients, ensuring their dishes are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and natural goodness that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and no added sugar options. Menu includes acai bowls and smoothies in a variety of flavors. Embrace the live fresh taste and come to Fresh Blends Cafe, 25 North 8th Street, Indiana.
Step up to the plate, it's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
East Pike Recreation Facility. Indiana trails Knoch as we enter the fourth inning. 1-0. Indiana just had a golden opportunity. Bases were loaded. And Lang was able to get a strikeout to get out of it. For Knoch here in the fourth, they're going to bring up number 4 man, first baseman Dante Poloni, center fielder Caden Dreyer, and right fielder Carter Barris.
Now batting, first baseman Dante Poloni.
Other than the first, Van Hoos has been fairly efficient. Had a little bit of trouble in that first, but nothing real hard hit. Just, some infield single and then a strikeout and a pass ball, and Indiana finds themselves in a 1-0 hole here as we go into the fourth. Poloni steps in. Ball down low. One ball and Dante Poloni, the first baseman. Ball upstairs. Now what you don't want up your Van Hoos is to take that last at bat out to the mound with you. You got to make them swing the bat. And there's a hit into left field. Poloni leads off with a single.
Now batting, center fielder Caden Dreher.
Caden Dreher steps in now. Dreher bats from the left side. No outs. Runner on first is Poloni. Van Hoos throws over. Poloni dives back. Squares to bunt. Pops it up. Shank. Great play by Ethan Shank on the diving catch of the bunt by Caden Dreher. What a play.
Now batting, right fielder Carter Barris.
He had to run in full gear down towards the Indiana dugout and was able to make that play. Great job by Ethan Shank. That's why he's an all-conference catcher. Carter Barris steps in now, the right fielder. He grounded out to the shortstop last time up. Indiana love to get that to right now, get a double play and get out of this inning. Strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Van Hoos ahead very quickly. No balls, 2 strikes on Carter Barris. Here's the pitch. Popped up. That's going to get out of play into the bleachers and bounces back. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Looks like everybody's okay. Ball hit someone right off the shoulder on the ricochet. And we'll do the 0-2 again. Ball ripped right at third. Caught, double play. Indiana gets out of it. They still trail 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Spring has arrived, and now is the time. Now is the time to talk to Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. The team at Anderson's can show you the many different options you have to air condition your home, from attic units to mini split systems to retrofitting your existing furnace. Great brands such as Mainline and Train available, and free estimates. Don't wait. Get your home fitted with the best in heating and AC from the team at Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-465-8923. PA license 677.
Bad hair day?
Athletic Complex, Indiana trails Knoch 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. You know, we talked in the pregame, Indiana has scored 97 runs so far this season. They've been held scoreless so far through 4. And Charlie Manzi's going to look to do something about that. Manzi walked and has only played appearance back in the second. Lang got a big strikeout with the bases loaded to end the third. And Indiana's had a couple base running mistakes, but they're hanging in there. 1-0 is our score. There's a fastball, strike one to Charlie Manzi. Ball up and out. Here's the 1-1 to Charlie Manzi. Fouled down the third base line for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 to Charlie Manzi. Fouled right back off the screen, and we'll do it again. It's always a good sign when they foul it straight back. That means they're generally on it. But not this time. Strike 3, swinging. So Dreher gets back-to-back strikeouts. One to end this third, and one to lead off the fourth of Van Hoos and Manzi. Jace Brocious steps in. He struck out back in the second. Ball down low. Dylan Shank waits on deck. Ball upstairs, 2-0 now on Jace Brocious. And he swung. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Jace Brocious. And the pitch. Fouled back. Evens the count at 2-2. And the 2-2 from Lang to Brocious. Ball outside, gets to the screen. We're going to go full. And I'd like to get Brocious on with his speed. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brocious goes down for the second time swinging. 2 outs now. Dylan Shank comes to the plate. Shank struck out looking to end the second inning. Lang has 5 strikeouts on the day. And the pitch. Ball. One ball. Ball 2 downstairs. Going soft the first 2 pitches to Shank. Let's see if he tries to speed him up. And there's a fastball back to the screen. 3 balls, no strikes on second baseman Dylan Shank. Three and 0 now on Dylan Shank. Fastball for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1. Ball low. Shank walks. That'll bring up to the plate Mike Zimmerman.
Now batting left fielder, Mike Zimmerman.
Zimmerman popped out to second back in the third. To lead off the third, he popped out to the second baseman. Strike 1 called. Dylan Shank is at first. Mike Zimmerman at the plate. Indiana would love to flip this lineup if they can. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Zimmerman quickly behind 0-2 on to Lang. And the 0-2. There's a ball down in the dirt. Good to see our good friend Frank Farah enjoying the sunshine today. He's looking for lollipops. He gets them from my wife at the basketball game. She's got them down in the dugout. And there's strike 3. Indiana goes down, leaves 1 runner on. They trail 1-0 as we head to the 5th. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Forest Turf Solutions.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
Back into the broadcast booth here at the White Township Complex. Indiana trails 1-0 as we head into the top of the 5th inning. It has been a pitcher's duel for sure. Both teams only allowing 2 hits. Sully Van Hoos for Indiana has 4 strikeouts. Hunter Lang has 5 strikeouts. 6 strikeouts now. Well, let me see. 7 strikeouts through 4 complete. It looks like we may have some changes. Let's see.
Now batting left fielder John Slusser.
John Slusser steps in. Slusser struck out in the second. And that ball's to the backstop for ball 1. One ball, no strikes on John Slusser.
Number 10, Ben Coburn.
Ben Coburn checks in right field. And I imagine he will go in the 6 hole. There's ball 2. He'll go into the game for Brocious. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a strike. Makes it 2-1 now on Slusser. The 2-1. Strike. Evens the count at 2. And the 2-2. Foul popped up and out of play. Will remain at 2 balls, 2 strikes. On left fielder, John Slusser. And the pitch. Strike 3 looking. Van Hoos gets the first one.
Now batting second baseman Brady Linneman.
That's his 6th strikeout on the day. Brady Linneman steps in. He struck out back in the 2nd. Good job to work back in the count there by Van Hoos. 1 out. Linneman steps in. Breaking ball down for ball 1. Strike called. Linneman showed a bunt, pulled it back, but the pitch was a strike. 1-1 now. 1 out. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on second baseman Brady Linneman. Indiana trails 1-0. We're in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 5th for Sully Van Hoos.
Now batting the designated hitter Noah Harrison.
Noah Harrison will step in. He's the number 9 man and the designated hitter for the Knights. 2 outs. That ball's popped down the right field line and foul. Skips up against the fence for strike 1. Ben Coburn runs over and gets the ball, and 1 strike now on Noah Harrison. Breaking ball for strike 2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Van Hoos strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Indiana trails 1-0. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate. It's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
High school athletics are special, and it's where communities come together. At Marion Center Bank, they're proud to cheer alongside our schools.
In this area to come in here, I mean, it's a
Bank, they're proud to cheer alongside our schools.
in this area to come in here, I mean, it's a great local bank.
100% I'd recommend Marion Center Bank. What they do for customer service wise, anything we need, they reach out to us.
This season, we're with you. The students, the teachers, the families, and the teams who inspire us all. Marion Center Bank.
Banking centered on you.
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 And welcome back into the broadcast booth here at the White Township Recreation Complex. Shane McHugh steps in. He singled, but was caught stealing back in the third. Pitch from Lang is strike one. Lang has 7 strikeouts, has allowed 2 hits. There's a strike. His bugaboo a little bit has been his control. He has 5 walks, and that ball's fouled out of play. Oh-2 on Shane McHugh, Indiana's number 9 batter, playing first base today. That ball's hitting into the hole. Shortstop comes up with it, makes a throw, safe. As I said before, McHugh doesn't run great, but he had just enough to beat out the throw from Cooper Allison. I think Indiana's going to look to pinch run. That's McHugh's second single on the day. Cooper Allison made a nice play. He had to go to his left and just wasn't able to get enough on it. So Indiana's going to pinch run, and that's going to be Bo Blystone. Bo Blystone is going to pinch run for Shane McHugh. I would imagine McHugh will then re-enter at first. You know, so far this thing has been a good pitcher's battle. We've got Hunter Lang has 7 strikeouts. He's now allowed 3 hits. He's walked 5. For Indiana, Sully Van Hoos, as we've talked about, he has 8 strikeouts. He's allowed 2 hits. The difference is he is not allowed a free pass. So no walks by Van Hoos. Really, other than that first inning where there was a little bit of tough luck that allowed Cooper Allison to score. Indiana's done very well. Now they got to get something going offensively as they get the leadoff man on, and Brady Oaks is coming to the plate. On the day, Oaks lined out to the shortstop in the first, walked in the third, and was stranded at third base. Let's see if they got something going on. Now, Blystone's got to be alert with the left-handed pitcher. And it's a beautiful bunt foul. I thought that was going to just get out in the grass, and he just got behind it. Strike one on Brady Oaks. Blystone is pinch running for McHugh at first. Oaks squared but pulled back, took a ball high. Count is now 1-1 on Brady Oaks, Indiana's center fielder. Third baseman is way in. That's Mason Heller. Step off, throw over. The runner's back, Bo Blystone. Indiana would love to get Blystone into scoring position with their big bats coming up. Beautiful bunt. In between, and he's going to beat that out. They're never going to get Brady Oaks with his speed. Third baseman and pitcher, they weren't sure what to do. That's going to go in the book as an infield single for Brady Oaks. Indiana has runners on first and second with nobody out. Here comes Chase Force. Chase Force singled in the first and walked in the third. 2 men on for the Indians here. And with runners on first and second, will Coach Petroff bunt these guys over to try to stay out of the double play and get 2 guys in scoring position. And he squares the bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1. First baseman was crashing hard on that. They're going to try to get the runner at third base. You want to bunt this ball to third base if you're Chase. He squares, pops it up. That's going to get out of play. Fortunate there. 1-1 is the count on Chase Force. But in this situation, you want to bunt that ball on the ground to third base. Try to force that pitcher to come all the way over. Here's the 1-1. Bunted it beautifully to third. Nobody's at third. Oh, my. Indiana's got bases loaded. 2 infield bunt hits. That was just as I said. They wanted to draw it up, and they did it. Ethan Shank steps in now. The number 3 man. He walked in the first, got hit by a pitch in the third. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Fly ball should score a run. Indiana just needs to get a ball in play here. Time called by the catcher. Shank steps in. Lang has danced through the raindrops today a little bit with the walks and now a couple bunt singles, and Shank takes a strike on the outside corner. Blystone's at third. Oaks is at second. Force is at first. Lang looks in. Swing and a miss. Tried to hold up, but he couldn't. 2 strikes now on Ethan Shank. Indiana needs him to put it in play. Infield is drawn in for the Knights. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout of Ethan Shank. And unfortunately, that is Ethan Shank's first strikeout of the season. He had not struck out at all this year until that at bat. 1 out now. Indiana coach Dan Petroff calls a timeout to get Sully Van Hoos to come down and have a conversation. So, as we've said all day long, Ethan Shank, he's one of Indiana's best offensive producers. Bases loaded there, unlucky, just couldn't get it done. Sully Van Hoos steps in. Van Hoos has 2 strikeouts. He struck out in the second, struck out in the third. Infield is in on the grass for the Knights. Trying to choke that run off at home. Swing and a miss, tipped into the glove. Strike 1. One out. Indiana trails 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Van Hoos at the plate. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Quickly behind 0-2. Lang trying to work out of the jam for the Knights. And the pitch. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sully Van Hoos. Blystone at third. Force at second. Oaks at second. Force at first. And the pitch. Up the middle. They're going to try to come home. And he's out. Force play at home, and they got him. Good play by the second baseman. The ball did not get out of the infield. So now there are 2 outs. Blystone's erased 4-2 for the second out. Charlie Manzi steps in now. All the other runners advance. So you got Oaks at third, Force at second. 2 outs now as Charlie Manzi steps in. Van Hoos is at first. Manzi's looking to put a ball in play. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Manzi walked in the second, struck out in the fourth. Bases are loaded for Indiana's second time today. Lang's trying to weasel out of it. Strike two called. He's delivering big-time pitches when he's needed them. Indiana had bases loaded, nobody out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Lang weasels out of it. Bases loaded, jam. Indiana still trails 1-0 as we head to the sixth. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions.
MC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
So Hunter Lang was able to weasel out of it. Indiana had bases loaded in the bottom of the fifth with nobody out. And unfortunately, Indiana could not get the runners across. Ethan Shank struck out. Van Hoos grounded out to second on a fielder's choice. Charlie Manzies then struck out. And Indiana with a golden opportunity, unable to score. Van Hoos is back out on the mound as we go to the sixth. He's going to face the top of the Knoch order. Allison, Heller, and Roth are due up.
Now batting, shortstop Cooper Allison.
Allison steps in. He singled back in the first, came around and scored. Popped up to the shortstop in the third. So another pitcher's battle. Yesterday it was a 2-1 final. Indiana had the best of Knoch in that one. And there's a bunt, foul ball. Yeah, Indiana came away with the 2-1 win yesterday down at No Off-Season Sports Complex where Knoch is the home, that's their home facility. And we got another dandy here today. Both pitchers yesterday only gave up 2 hits. Brady Oakes went the distance for Indiana and Zane Pasek went the distance for Knoch. Great pitchers duel here today. Van Hoos with the swing and a miss on strike 2 now on Cooper Allison. As we said, both of these teams have qualified for the WPIAL playoffs, which will begin in May. Ball in the dirt. Indiana currently holds a 1-game lead in the loss column over Valley. And they would love to get this win. Strike 3 called. Beautiful pitch by Van Hoos for out number 1. Mason Heller steps in now.
Third baseman Mason Heller.
Heller struck out in the first, but he reached on the pass ball, and then he walked in the third. That's Van Hoos's 9th strikeout. Ball 1 to Heller. The 1-0. Popped up. Looks like it could be trouble. On comes Ben Coburn, makes the play. So the second out. Now Dylan Roth, the catcher, will step in.
Now batting, catcher Dylan
In the first, Roth grounded out to the second baseman but drove in Allison for the only run of the game. He popped up to the first baseman in the third. And now Knoch's going to use an offensive timeout to have a conversation with Dylan Roth. First base coach gives some words of wisdom, and he'll step in. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Indiana trails 1-0 to Knoch. Roth steps in, the 3-hole hitter. That time is quickly called again. Little gamesmanship. And the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. When Van Hoos can get that breaking ball over early in the count, that really does a good job of setting up his fastball. Again, we're going to have some gamesmanship as Knoch is trying to break Van Hoos's rhythm. And the pitch. Ball high. 1-1 now on catcher Dylan Roth. Van Hoos with the wind and the delivery. Breaking ball caught the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Dylan Roth. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball up, and we go even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. Indiana trails 1-0. Ripped right at Charlie Manzi for the 3rd out. Quick inning for the Indians. They look to try to scratch a run across. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Indiana trails 1-0. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Forest Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate. It's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
All right, we're back here. Indiana trails 1-0 to Knoch as we go to the bottom of the 6th. We have these changes for the Knights. Mason Heller will move from third base to the pitching mound, and Landon Harrison will enter the game and play third. And we'll have to see. I'm assuming he'll go into the pitcher's spot, and he will be DH'd for. But we'll just have to see on that as we get there. All right, let's see if we can get some information on Mason Heller on the mound. Mason Heller has a 2.69 ERA. He has thrown 13 innings. He's allowed 12 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, 13 strikeouts. So he comes into a 1-0 game.
Now batting the right fielder,
And
Ben Coburn.
Ben Coburn's going to step in. Ben entered the game in replace of Jace Brocious back in the 5th. This will be his first plate appearance on the season. Coburn is batting .211. He has 4 hits and 17 at-bats. All right, Coburn steps in, and Heller now. That'll close the book on Lang. That ball's popped up. Center fielder on the move. They're calling for it, and he makes the play in front of the left fielder. F8, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting the second baseman,
Dylan Shank steps in. So Lang leaves with 5 hits allowed. There's a ball. It's going to fly out to right field. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 6th. Mike Zimmerman. Let's see. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Let's see. That's going to be Hunter Kunkel is going to pinch hit for Michael Zimmerman. And Zimmerman will re-enter. So this is just a pinch hit situation. Hunter Kunkel steps in. He's batting 111. He has 1 hit and 9 at bats. Breaking ball to Kunkel, wins in there for strike 1 from Mason Heller. The line on Hunter Lang, he finishes the game 9 strikeouts, 5 walks, 5 hits, no runs allowed. Ball downstairs, 1-1 now on Hunter Kunkel, the pinch hitter. Lang is in position to be the winning pitcher if Indiana cannot mount a comeback. Strike 2 on the breaking ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Very quick work of the Indians there in the 6th. No runs, no hits. Nobody left. We're going to go to the 7th. Indiana trails 1-0 against the Knoch Knights. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Forest Turf Solutions.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
If you're looking for a most delightful eating experience that's both healthy and enjoyable, then come to Fresh Blends Cafe. Fresh Blends Cafe uses fresh ingredients, ensuring their dishes are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and natural goodness that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and no added sugar options. Menu includes acai bowls and smoothies in a variety of flavors. Embrace the live fresh taste and come to Fresh Blends Cafe, 25 North 8th Street, Indiana.
All right, we're back here as we go into the top of the 7th. Indiana trails 1-0 to the Knoch Knights. Van Hoos is back out for his 7th inning of work. He's been very efficient today. 9 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits. Gave up 1 run in the first, and really that was an unlucky situation there. But Indiana finds themselves trailing. Dante Poloni steps in. He singled back in the 4th and flew out in the 1st. And here comes the pitch from Van Hoos. Van Hoos, and time is called. Long stare down. Van Hoos winds and delivers. There's the strike. And the pitch. Swing. Popped up. Oh, and it falls in no man's land. That was just Van Hoos tried to go get it. Shank was trying to get it. Force, that's going to go down as an infield hit. Caden Dreyer steps in now. Dreyer struck out in the first, popped out to the catcher in the second. We're going to have a pinch runner here. And that pinch runner is going to be Ryan McCurdy. Ryan McCurdy is going to run for Dante Poloni. Okay. Van Hoos walks around the mound a little bit, trying to shake off. He made a diving attempt to try to catch that ball. Let's see what this change is.
Running at first base for Knoch is number 25, Ryan McCurdy.
Ryan McCurdy gets announced as the pinch runner. Dreyer is waiting. Van Hoos patiently waiting as umpire Brian Burns goes over to report the change. Yeah, we've said Dreyer, he's 0 for 2 on the day. That's only the third hit that Van Hoos has allowed, and I don't think any left the infield. Throw over to first, because I'm sure if you're the Knoch Knights, you want to get that insurance runner across. Not going to be satisfied with one here. And squares the bunt, lays it down. Van Hoos fields it on to first for the out. Sacrifice bunt by Dreyer advances McCurdy to second. 1-3 on the sacrifice for out number 1. It's going to bring Carter Barris. Barris is 0 for 2. He grounded out to the shortstop in the second, lined out to the third baseman in the fourth. Runner on second is Ryan McCurdy. Van Hoos looks. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Indiana trails 1-0. We're in the top of the 7th. Knoch has a runner on second with 1 out. Strike on the outside corner, fastball quickly behind 0-2 is Carter Barris. The 0-2 pitch. Swing popped up out of play, and we'll do it again. Barris digs in on the 0-2. He will face from Van Hoos. Time is called. We've seen this more here in the late going. Knoch is calling for more timeouts, trying to break Van Hoos's rhythm. Here comes the 0-2. Van Hoos steps off. He said, I can play your game too. We'll go into Operation Slowdown. What's been a very quick game. He asked Ethan Shank, the catcher, to come out with a runner on second. There may be something afoot. And here comes Coach Dan Petroff. So we'll reset the scene for you. Indiana trails 1-0. We're in the 7th. Top of the 7th. Knoch has a runner on second and 1 out. It was an infield single by Dante Poloni. They pinch ran a Ryan McCurdy in for Poloni. He's now at second. Dreyer sacrificed him over to second, so we have 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes on the batter, Carter Barris. Barris bats 6th in the order for the Knights. Van Hoos worked from the stretch. And the pitch, and it hit him. An 0-2 pitch hit him. So that's going to put Barris on first. That's the first free pass or anything not a hit that Van Hoos has given up today. John Slusser steps in now. Slusser's 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging in the second. Struck out looking in the third. It's not the worst thing in the world. It sets up a force for the Indians. Van Hoos checks the runners, comes home, breaking ball, strike, and it's right behind him. The runner's going. Throw down to Manzi. He's got him. Ethan Shank guns out McCurdy at third. Another base running blunder in this ball game. Indiana had a couple. Now Knoch has one. All right, so 2 outs now. And that is recorded 2-5 on the putout. And we're going to have a little break here as let the catcher get his faculties in order after fielding that breaking ball in the dirt. So we have 1 strike on John Slusser. We've got 2 outs. The runner on first, Carter Barris, did not advance on the throw to third. So Slusser steps in. 1 strike, and here's the pitch. Fouled back off the screen, strike 2. My producer, Mr. Miller, had a little flinch, even though there's a 30-foot fence of chain link in front of us. Yeah, it's human reaction, Nate. Don't worry about it. We've all been there. 0-2 pitch now to John Slusser. Strike 3 called. Indiana's got a chance. They're down 1, but they're going to have to do some work. Indiana trails Knoch 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Step up to the plate. It's time to change the game. From first pitch to final out, champions play on elite surfaces. Force Turf Solutions delivers cutting-edge synthetic turf fields built for performance, durability, and game day excellence powered by industry-leading technology. Building new, upgrading, ready to transform your field from community complexes to high schools, colleges, and the pros. Force Turf Solutions is your home field advantage. Visit ForceTurfSolutions.com today and take your field to the next level.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at SobekFitness.com.
And we're back here at the White Township Recreation Complex. Indiana needs to do some work. They're down 1. Shane McHugh steps in. McHugh has 2 hits on the day. He singled in the 3rd and he singled in the 5th. This is the first time he'll face Mason Heller, who is on in relief of Hunter Lang. Lang had 9 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 5 walks. First pitch. Breaking ball is in for strike 1. Knoch is trying to get off the schneid. They've lost 5 in a row coming into today. Breaking ball, strike 2. McHugh looks at 2. He steps out, adjusts himself, and steps back in. The 0-2 pitch to Shane McHugh. Ball upstairs. Heller came on and got a 1-2-3-6 in relief of Lang. Ball down in the dirt. We go 2-2. He got 2 flyouts and a strikeout in that 6th inning. Ball up and out. We go full now. Indiana wants a base runner any way they can. Tying run is at the plate. Top of the order, Brady Oak stands on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big first out for the Knights.
Now batting the center fielder,
Here comes Brady Oaks. Oaks lined out to short in the 1st. He walked in the 3rd and singled in the 5th. He bats from the left side. This is his first time seeing Mason Heller. Heller played most of the game at 3rd and moved into relief. Boy, he's been effective getting that first pitch breaking ball over. And the 0-1. Chop to the first baseman. First baseman records it. 3 unassisted. Indiana's down to their last out. And that last out, or that last batter, or hopefully not the last batter, is going to be Chase Force. Chase is 2 for 2 today. Singled in the first, singled in the fifth, and walked in the third. Breaking ball misses down and low. Force needs to get on to keep this thing going for Indiana. Strike on the outside corner, fastball, 1-1. Indiana would love to get to the meat of their order. And the pitch. That ball's ripped into the gap. Is the left fielder over? Makes the catch, and Knoch has defeated Indiana 1-0 here at the White Township Complex. In what was an epic pitcher's duel today, Indiana falls 1-0 to the Knights. Indiana will drop down. They'll still be in first place, but they'll be tied with Valley going into next week's pivotal series against Valley. And you can find that game right here on Renda Digital on the 27th of May. But that's a tough loss for the Indians here at home as they split the 2-game set with Knoch. We'll be back with our post-game show after this. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions.
Penn Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians!
High school athletics are special, and it's where communities come together. At Marion Center Bank, they're proud to cheer alongside our schools.
In this area to come in here, I mean, it's a great local bank.
100% I'd recommend Marion Center Bank. What they do for customer service-wise, anything we need, they reach out to us.
This season, we're with you. The students, the teachers, the families, and the teams who inspire us all. Marion Center Bank.
Banking centered on you.
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 And we're back here at the White Township Recreation Complex as Indiana falls to the Knoch Knights 1-0 in what was an epic pitcher's battle. Let's take a look for Knoch. Hunter Lang, he had 9 strikeouts, 5 walks, 5 hits, but Indiana had the bases loaded twice and came away with nothing. In the 5th inning especially, Indiana had the bases loaded with nobody out and went strikeout, ground out, strikeout, and were not able to plate a run against this valiant pitching effort by the Knoch Knights. Mason Heller came in and threw 2 scoreless innings, 2 strikeouts, no hits, allowed no base runners either. So he gets the save. Lang gets the win. Heller with the save. Sully Van Hoos is a tough luck loser. Van Hoos pitched a whale of a game, going all 7 innings. He allowed 3 hits, 10 strikeouts, no walks, hit 1 batter, but it was that first inning where they got an infield hit. They struck out the second guy, Mason Heller, but due to the pass ball, Allison was able to advance to third. He came in on a ground out to the second baseman, and that's all the offense we had today was a 1-run win by Knoch. So Indiana on the season drops to 10-2, 7-1 in the section. That'll put them into a tie for first place with the Valley Vikings, who they will face next week. Knoch improves to 13-6, 5-3 in the section. Both teams have already clinched playoff berths into the WPIAL. So we will see what comes of this next week. Indiana does have a non-section game tomorrow here at the White Township Complex against Taylor Alderdice. So if you have nothing better to do tomorrow afternoon, come out and see Indiana play. It is still a very good season. A lot of goals in front of this team, but it is their first section loss in almost 2 years. So Indiana